Hello everyone, and welcome back to Katawa Shoujo. I tried recording this a little bit earlier, but then I was interrupted and I couldn't use the footage. Sorry. Uh, don't worry now. Don't worry none. I have found a way around that. The interruption has gone, and I'm free to do this at my leisure. It is about 1:07 in the morning, right where I am. Boy, howdy, insomnia is a bitch. In any case, I am Winter Knight, as you may know, and I'm sorry if I sound a bit monotone. Just that I just happen to take my focusing medication. Yes, I'm on medication, prescription, so don't start with me. And, the works. Anyway. What was I thinking? Oh, right. And by the way, before we start, I want to inform you all that the next video I do of this series, I'll have a co-host with me. Dante the Demon Slayer. There's a demon hunter. I'm sorry, his YouTube title is kind of confusing me. He's a good friend of mine. He's great with commentary. Fun to screw with, though. Anyway, let's get on with this. Can you promise me to be more serious about this from now on? Maybe. Maybe. No. I mean, he gives me a nasty sort of look when I say that. Making me try to take back the word. I mean, I don't know. I'm still trying to get used to the school. I'll promise to try, though. Oh my god, is there a hair? Is there a hair? Sorry, there's a hair in my eye. I'll promise to try, though. You're not being very convincing there, Hisao. Tip number 1. Medical professionals are not amused if you take their advice lightly. Truth. Got into an argument with my mother's, one of my mother's doctors, because I thought she said that my mother might have cancer. Probably not the case. Hoping it's not. Don't worry, guys, it's probably not. If I know my mother, she shouldn't have it. At least not as fast as whatever is happening to her develop. As fast as it's developing. She kind of got a hernia, and I can only assume that it's just the hernia causing this crap. Anyway, moving on. What's up with him? As if a day or two would make that much of a difference. I didn't do anything at the hospital either. Yeah, okay, sorry. He studies me for a moment, and then shrugs, smiling again. Okay, that's more like it. If you go to the school track tomorrow morning, you will meet my spy, who probably has no qualms offering consultation to you if you want to job with him. Consultation? See you around. He leaves with a wave of his hand and no answer, and I walk to Rin, who has been waiting, idly leaning against the hallway wall, staring at the pale lighting fixtures in the ceiling. Was there a dead moth in there, Rin? Even when I approach, she doesn't move her eyes off them. Are you getting medications for your heart thingy? Are you listening? It comes out more accusatory than I intended, accidentally lashing out on her. But even so, I don't really want to start talking about it. I just met her. I don't know her. It's not her business. The nurse seems to be happily ignorant about confidentiality, too. Talking about that kind of thing in public. But it's not Rin's fault, is it? No, it's not. You should say sorry. I look up at her, suddenly feeling a bit guilty. But Rin is just staring past my shoulder quizzically, her head tilted like a bird's, much like my Pomeranian that ran away, or more like stolen. It was out in the front lawn for 10 minutes. There's a reason for that. Whenever, if you want to hear this story, I'll tell it. My brother, when he had his pickup truck way back, when he first moved in for the fourth time, he, on his way back from work, he found a Pomeranian had jumped on in the back of his truck. And so now, he gave it to my mother as a gift. We named him Puffy. And I swear to you guys, no lie, that dog was the best little dog you could ever have. He was trained, he was friendly, he was cute and adorable, and when you let him out in the front lawn, he would actually go out in the front lawn, do his business, then come right back, happily wagging his little tail, with a big old smile on his face. If there was ever a dog I loved, that I liked, it was Puffy. We only had him for a short while, though. You see, we lost him because my father, while he was moving things from outside the house into the house, Puffy thought that he needed to go outside, so he rushed outside, and my father didn't know about it. And he was out there for 10 minutes. Apparently, we think that someone came by, saw him, said, come here, little doggy," and he just jumped right into the car with him, and then the person just drove off with him. We do not know what happened to the dog. We don't know what happened to Puffy. That poor dog, I don't know. I'm just hoping whoever took him is taking good care of him, because if they're not, I'm going to hunt them down and tear off their toes. And their fingers. Anyway, moving on from that sad little story. I sigh. Yeah, I know you're feeling, dude. I don't know why this is so hard for me. It feels like there's some inexplicable lock that prevents me from being more upfront about this. Yeah, it's kind of personal, dude. I'm not talking about my story. Yeah, they're from my heart. Will they make you better? No, not really. They just make me less worse. Rin keeps looking at me for a while longer, and she neither says anything further, nor displays any kind of emotion I can discern. I am thankful that she doesn't. I think I'm still not quite used to all this. At the hospital it was easy, but I still haven't sorted my feelings about having to live a normal life with this disability. Dude, if you think of it as a disability, you're just going to weigh yourself down. My high-functioning autism isn't that much of a disability. In fact, I graduated with honors in high school as well as getting an English award for my poetry. There's no such thing as a disability if you can use it to your advantage. But to the benefit of others as well as yourself. Just telling you that. We leave the main building, and Rin leads us onward towards the dorm. See that little weird picture stuff there on the wall? That's Rin's project. We stop at the small patch of greenery in front of the dorm building. The dorm is built on a slightly elevated ground, with a wall and a few trees that everyone has to circle around every time they come or go. It's probably the only inconvenient design in the school. The entire wall, made of the same kind of bricks as the building itself, has been covered by some sort of painting. Most of it is still mere sketches, quick lines drawn with black and white against the gray plastering that covers almost the entire length of the wall, but some places look a bit more finished. There are human faces and legs and hands. I can't quite say what the painting as a whole might portray. Stacks of what seem to be paint cans are arranged in piles on the ground, beside the wall. See, the left side is hardly off the ground yet. It's because I couldn't get in the mood yesterday, so I gave up and went to meditate instead. And then it was suddenly morning. I have to work on it, but the guys from the art class are helping with the negative spaces and base surfaces whenever, which is a problem. It's easier to paint up big areas if there are a lot of people with hands. The reach is better, and it's faster too. She goes on a tangent, waving a little with her arm, or whatever there is back there, or whatever there actually is, to demonstrate, even though I got the point already. With the white cotton of her sleeve flapped around, it makes me think it could look sadder. The white cotton of her sleeve flaps around, and it makes me think it could look sadder than it does. But it makes me feel out of place, like almost every tangible reminder of the student base's special properties has in the past few days. This girl doesn't notice my true feelings, of course, or the fact that she lost me a while ago already. It just keeps blabbering. That face, though, was like, you're not paying attention, are you? Not like I care. So that's why I'm trying to figure out if there's something I need to figure out, and then figure out that before it's too late and all hope is lost. Yes, you have the same mindset as me, Rin. Why would the hope be lost? Because the paint has to be painted, and then it has to dry, and then it has to be painted over with another kind of paint. It takes time. She finally stops, apparently thinking she made some kind of statement that makes sense. I think it's best to start from the top. I think it's best to start from the top. So this is your project? You did this? Yes. All of it? Yes. Nice, but I stumble with words, suddenly feeling like I walked straight into a minefield of political incorrectness. Dude, there is no such thing as political correctness. I don't care how many people say that there is a lot of political correctness in the world. That can go suck at that one. Because you know what? All it is tedium and boredom and a whole bunch of lines that shouldn't never be addressed. And I'm not talking about offensive, I'm just talking, why bring it up in a conversation? If you feel offended, walk away. Don't talk about it. Don't just blurt it out and start making riots and shite. All that's gonna bring is more suffering and hate. No one wants that. Hey, everyone wants a peaceful day. Not just a gun to the face, going follow my ideals or die. Okay, no one wants that. I don't know what's with you people. Why do you find it so offensive? The color of skin? Someone remarks on it? Or your gender? That's kind of stupid if you ask me. Why? Why get so bent out of shape about it? There are more things to consider that should be, focused on. Rape. And feminazis do not take this into thinking it's encouraging your revolts. No, by no means. Every gender has had rape problems. No matter how you look at it, men get raped too, as well as women. Granted, the fraction of men is less probably, but I'm not sure on that. I didn't look at the statistics, so I don't care. Anyway, before I start going on a tangent myself, it's okay, you can say it. I probably won't get mad. I blush really hard. I don't know what would be the right thing to say. If any, it feels that I'm more sensitive than Rin is, though. Yeah, see, she don't care. She's happily smiling. This is really awkward. No shit. Don't you want to ask? How do you paint without hands? Well, dude. Her legs. Probably, because, why would a girl wear a guy's uniform if she uses her feet constantly? Because, really, I'm betting you she had a lot of perv problems. I'm not talking about her herself. I mean, like, guys trying to look up her skirt alone when she's trying to use her feet. See, I'm an easy person to talk to, right? With my feet. I almost guessed that already, but isn't that hard to do? You're good at guessing. Anyway, I don't think it is. But maybe I'm used to it by now. I can't get my mind around the fact that she could be an artist, but seeing how adept she was using her feet to eat, I figure that painting might not be a problem either. Neither of us has anything more to add to the subject. The afternoon light works pretty well. I was afraid it would look too flat, but it's not like that after all. I think it's actually pretty interesting. I wanted to see what it looks like in the dim light. Do you think it looks flat? Yeah, well, paintings tend to be flat. Not like that flat. Not like that flat. You know, flat. Like some people are. No substance, no meat. Where there should be some. I know a few girls who... I'm sorry, what was that? Mind running that by me again? No, I know a few girls who... Okay, I get it. But I couldn't really tell. I'm not that good with art. I can't name many artists or artistic terms. So, I don't really have anything to say. Rin shrugged her shoulders at that, saying suit yourself without saying it, and looks up at the sky as if trying to look for something up there. I didn't think I'd get any actual work done, but if you give me a hand with the paints, I could do a little before it's too dark. I wanted to get a halogen lamp, like the ones they have at the sports track, but there aren't any. Rin sure is quick to recruit my help, as was Shizun. It really makes me feel that festival is such a big project that every pair of hands is needed. Or not. I'm not really sure if I can be of any help though. Just mixing some paints. You can do that, probably. You have motor control problems? Like, those people who have some? Cerebral palsy, maybe? Not that I know of. I get it. Heart thingy has nothing to do with that. She gives me a sly look for no reason. No, it doesn't. Let's do it then. That's what I like about Rin. She tells jokes, but they're funny. And, she can make the most offensive joke and everyone will laugh about it because that's just her. So she sits on an empty wooden box and naturally picks up a wide brush between the toes of her bare right foot. I open a few of the cans and pour some of the contents into the shallow bowls for mixing. The thick paints flow lazily from the can to the bowl like syrup. I mix them, creating funny, hypnotic-looking swirled patterns that melt quickly into each other to form a new monotone hue. Rin sets to work, every now and then asking me for a hand with something or another, or the other. Finding different brushes is easy enough, but mixing the paints to be the exact tone this girl is apparently seeing in her head is a frustrating ordeal. She wants precision. She wants precision down to the last millimeter before she is satisfied, but her instructions are obscure at best. Add half a splash of green. I crouch down to pick up the can of bright green. The other green, this green. I carefully pour some of the other green paint into the mixing bowl. No, that's almost a whole splash, or white. Is green a good color to add? No idea, you're the artist here. A hint of a smile appears in the corners of her mouth. Do you lack an opinion? No, it's just that I have no idea. it's okay, because I just got an idea. Add more white. With this exclamation, I pour a minuscule amount of white into the bowl and mix it. It looks slightly whiter. It's not good. It looks to be like the color when you wake up and you know that you saw the meaning of life in your dream, but you can't remember it. Maybe it's yellow. Thought face. Despite the impossibility of mixing a color like the change of the seasons or any other nonsense that's being imposed on me, I find myself enjoying it more than I thought I would. Seeing a painting being born on the plastered wall feels like magic. I spend the moments I have between mixing paints and crouching on the pavement and just looking at her work. It feels slightly intrusive at first, like breaking some imaginary intimacy, but Rin doesn't seem to mind the least bit. Maybe it's just in my head. No shit. Excuse me. Her entire presence emanates a completely different air as she patiently works the details, adding layers of paint on top of other layers of paint, steadily moving her foot across the wall to add new shapes. When I manage to produce a passable mixture of paint, the rare smile on her face is oddly rewarding. Apart from the few words when discussing paint mixes, neither of us says a word for the longest time. And even those short discussions soon evolve into a shorthand, both of us developing and using weird impromptu code words for various paints and hues, as if there was some need to conserve words and breath and sound. Cricket, cricket, cricket. We stay there late into the evening until it becomes too dark to paint properly. Ah shit, I could have ended the frickin' video the last time. Had to hold on a bit longer, damn it! Yeah, well. The sound of an alarm pulls me out of a fitful slumber, into the unpleasant state of wakefulness. Everyone hates that. I linger under the blanket for a few minutes, gathering energy to rise up while making excuses as for why I haven't already. Honestly, I wouldn't mind staying here for all day. School is surprisingly exhausting. Yeah, that's everyone's opinion right there, dude. It's exhausting as shit. After a long pause, and the culture shock still has not faded, I think. Still, despite getting an impression that skipping class is easy here, I don't think they are going to let me get away that easily. And the nurse is bound to keep breathing down my neck with the talk of exercising as well. So eventually I do rise up, swallow the morning medications, and put on my old soccer clothes. Thanks to my condition, I was exempted from taking part in gym classes at Yamaku. So I didn't get issued with a gym outfit. I'd order some to cover such a contingency, but wearing my old soccer clothes is kind of nostalgic. I can't use them for that anymore. So maybe they can get a new life this way, a bit like me. Seems a bit stupid to me, really. But I suppose this way I can at least I can tell the nurse honestly that I am doing something about my health. Not that I was ever much of a runner to begin with. Then why were you playing soccer? Were you walking? While kicking the ball? Can't hurt to try, I guess. My grandfather brought soccer to Oklahoma, as well as Alaska. What's that noise? I'm surprised to discover that I'm not the only one present at the track. Not just that, but it's a face I've seen before. A prosthetic-legged girl who bowled me down, who ran me over in the hallway yesterday, is running on the track, lively like a half-mechanical gazelle. What was her name again? Who was a short one, but I can't remember. She seems to be running laps at a somewhat easy loop. Her prosthetic legs clacking rhythmically on the hard track surface. I wonder what reason she has for running this early in the morning. Maybe it's just something akin to mine. And the nurse is oppressing the poor girl to jog, just like he is oppressing me. No, this is all on her own willpower there, dude. I certainly wouldn't be here if it weren't for my health, and he's prompting me to do so. And even with the things being like they are, it's only because I wanted to get it out of the way early. The fact that I would be less likely to encounter someone who would witness my pitiful attempt to get in shape was merely a happy accident. I'd leave, but it seems that my former assailant noticed me on the last lap. She waves at me cheerfully, and jogs over. And there's the Twin Tails girl. Good morning. Your name is Isao, right? She grins, seemingly pleased that she remembered my name. You may not remember me. Emmy? I knocked you over in the hallway yesterday. I cannot pronounce that. She imitates Misha imitating Shida, failing to get the same kind of subdued lit into her high-pitched voice. How can I forget such a blunt introduction? Blunt. Emmy has the decency to look vaguely apologetic for a moment before giggling. Yeah, sorry about that. Again. Well, so long as you don't make a habit of it, I suppose I'll be fine. Great! I'm not sure she realized I was joking. So the spy consults that the nurse was talking about, is that actually you? That's right. Oh. I was expecting someone from the nursing staff, to be honest. What, are you saying I don't look like I could be a spy? No. No, this is more like a relief. I was afraid you would have someone to watch my every move. Unless you are here to do exactly that. No, I'm here for my own reasons. The nurse just asked me if I had seen a messy-haired transfer student who looks like he's kind of lost and around the track. So why are you down here? Emmy strikes a dramatic pose. Training? For what? Track! Ah, I see, you're on the track team then. Emmy nods enthusiastically. Yep, I'm one of the better runners too. I'm honest about it too. Hey, you should join up. It's good exercise, you know? I think that much activity will probably be out of the question for me. Nah, I'm not even sure that I really like running all that much. Plus, I'm not into organized sports, you know. It's true, I never really got that much into soccer. I mean, I had to run around with my friends and all, but that was really the only reason I've ever played. It wasn't for the glory to be found on the field, that's for sure. Emmy seems to understand my meaning. I see. Nothing to that whole organization thing. But now that you're here, I guess we're going to have to run together, huh? What? Sure, I guess. Emmy seems pleased. Are you going to warm up? Real men don't warm up. Yes, they bucking do. Don't try and hide it. Oh no, you should always warm up back. You should always warm up. Bad Hisao. Bad Hick-chan. That still is going to be funny to me. No matter how many times I say it, it is still going to give a chuckle. She scolds me enthusiastically, but then smiles and leans closer. I hate warming up too. She laughs suddenly. Heck, I don't even have to stretch my legs. As if to confirm her statement, she bounces up and down a couple of times, giving the passing impression of standing on a pair of springs. The leg blades seem to be quite elastic. Let's go! So we both take off around the track, and I can immediately see that she wasn't lying about being good at running. Emmy moves fluidly, throwing herself into the run with a sort of wild abandon. I find myself concentrating more on running properly. Frankly, I don't remember if there's any particular form of running. But I can't help but feel I'm doing it wrong somehow. I feel awkward in comparison to Emmy, who never seems to break stride. I don't think I want to do this anymore. I'm really not filling up to more than a couple of laps today. Slow to a walk pretty quickly. Emmy keeps running and doesn't seem to notice that I've stopped until she passes me a second time. She quickly skids to a halt, breathing steadily in contrast to my own somewhat gasping demeanor. Blech. Finished already? I hang my head ruefully. Yeah. I'm not in very good shape right now. Emmy nods, then grins at me. Again. She seems to do a lot of smiling. Well, the important thing is you started, right? Next time you should try to hold out longer. Then, longer, and eventually you'll be great. I'll keep that in mind, but I think for right now I'm going to get ready for class. Shouldn't you? Emmy shrugs unconcernedly. Nah, I got plenty of time. I notice that she's not wearing a watch. Are you sure? Another careless shrug. Not really, but I've got to finish my routine. See you later, Sal. Yeah, see ya. Apart from feeling more tired than before, I don't think I accomplished anything today. I'm so out of shape it's embarrassing. The whole thing might be a waste of time. I'll find some other way. I head back to the dorms to wash and change into my uniform, trying to resist the urge to take a really long, hot shower. I'm tired from all that running, so I just want to unwind, but I don't want to break my slowly building routine of getting to school before the morning rush. Oh god damn it, here comes this part. I hate this part. After taking a long shower anyway, I dry myself off and get out of the stall to put my clothes on. Out of nowhere, a shadow appears within the mist, looming and radiating malicious intent. It bursts through the fog. Stop! What are you doing here? What the hell? You scared me. What are you doing here? What the hell? You scared me. What's your problem? I should be asking you that. I've been looking you all over the place, man. Yes, that is his voice. I don't care what you people say. What do you mean, all over the place? I want to ask if he's been looking for me like that, stark naked. Stark naked, but I hold my tongue back. I finally realize that I'm still naked too, and quickly hold up my shirt in front of me. But Kenji doesn't seem to notice a thing. Remember, he's as blind as a bat, ladies and gents. His glasses are fogged up. But then why doesn't he wipe them off? Is his vision so bad it's like he's perpetually seeing through fog? You know, your room, and yeah, that's it. Hey, I mean, I still had to get up, though. Whatever, it's not important. Can I borrow some money? He puts on an innocent face and looks away, trying very hard to look very casual. It doesn't work. He's as transparent as his window pane-sized glasses. Talking naturally like this, wearing nothing, feels awkward. Yeah, you think? Actually, somehow, it's even more awkward to be naked in front of someone when they can't see me. So, to say nothing of the fact that he's... Can we stop talking about that fact and ignore it? I'm not gonna complete this. I'm not gonna complete this sentence. Try to brush off the feeling with little success. Money? Sure. Awesome. Wait, why do you need it? Can't you just give it to me because I had the goodwill not to rush through your pockets while you were in the shower? I could have, but I exercised restraint, and in the end, it isn't the thought that counts. Isn't it the thought that counts? Come on, be a pal. This makes no sense. If it's the thought of that counts, I should withhold payment since his thoughts were clearly impure and his intentions are probably even more sinister than since he can't tell me what they are. I say as much to him.
I'm offended, man. But if that is your game, then fine. I guess I have no choice. I want to order pizza. I already have most of the cost of the pizza. I need the rest for your help. I need your help for the rest. Can I get some of that?
Oh, excuse me. No, that's not his voice. Alright. Can I get some of that pizza, right? I get some of that pizza too, right? No? Are you serious?
Yeah, I would give you some, but you have class. You don't have time to eat pizza.
What about you?
I'm not going to class. I have to wait for the pizza. Pay the guy. Eat it. It's not easy. You have to obtain the pizza stealthily. If you don't, everyone will see you and the pizza, and they'll ask for a slice.
Got a point. At least to some degree.
It's hard. It's a hard world out there. Everyone wants a pizza. When you're left pizzaless, in a forgiving world, it happens before. It happened before. That's how I know. Every day I plan my vengeance, so that when people who wrong me order a pizza, I will be there, ever vigilant.
The stupid voice suits him well. And she strikes a pose completely without irony.
Anya, I only need like 40 yen. Please, you're my only hope. I can't go outside and buy my pizza. It's too far. Buy my own pizza, it's too far.
Sorry.
I try not to go out unless it's absolutely necessary.
Sorry. I'm having to hold my nose for this voice, so yeah.
Let me tell you what happened the last time I went out without carefully planning it out in advance.
Oh, god damn it.
I was outside, I can't remember what I was doing. Something, standing, maybe, wondering how I got there. And then out of nowhere, it happened. Like a flash of lightning splitting the sky. Like how you split a sandwich into 2 equal pieces to eat to make out more manageable to hold and eat. Bird crapped on my head.
What's that to do with the pizza?
It was the second most shocking moment of my life.
I wonder why it crapped on your head. What was the first? He ignores me and keeps going. I want to grab him and shake him. Is he trying to keep momentum? I'll go with that. Even if it's more likely that he just didn't hear me. It was like in the openings in some kind of anime show. You know how they're always a part where the main dude is fighting his rival, and they fly at each other and clash swords and like something like that, and dramatic colored auras and zoom.
It was like that, but with 2.
Okay.
So yeah, I need some money, please. Don't leave me hanging, man. I only need 1,000 yen.
No, he needed 400. Now he needs 1,000. I thought it was 400.
Okay.
What?
Pay you back, I swear.
You better. That's what it means to borrow stuff.
I don't know when I'll be able to pay you back.
You have 1 week.
Aww.
Then she winces and makes a noise like a dying cow. Particularly disturbing fact, given that his... Really? You have to mention that part?
You're not supposed to be so tight. I asked about money between brothers in arms. And have it bad enough as it is. Did you know that the male porn stars only make half of what women porn stars make?
And how would you know that? I don't want to know how you know that. That was a rhetorical question. And can we please skip this scene? Do I have to do this scene? Really? Can I just skip this? That script writer. Come here. I have to. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. Yes, that was the script writer. Not the actual one, the one that writes my script. Boy, howdy. He's an ass. That's right, I called you an ass, so what? Don't you dare pick up that golf club. Sorry. Sorry, I'm just going back to what I'm doing. It doesn't mean anything unless you're a porn star.
So maybe I am a porn star on the side, struggling to make ends meet as I fight the feminist agenda. You can't even spot me or crumbs, bastard. Nobody understands. Nobody!
Wouldn't feminists be against pornography in the first place? This feminist agenda stuff again. Don't. You're walking right into it.
This stuff's important. I can see that you don't give a shit. This is serious. Here, feminists. Here. This is serious. Here. Feminists are a dangerous enemy. Make no mistake. You take them lightly, and then you'll wake up in the morning with a knife in your back. Bam! Out of nowhere.
How do you wake up in the morning if someone stabbed you in your sleep?
Women are terrible at stabbing things.
Apparently, you have not seen a woman in a kitchen with a burglar. I thought you just said don't take them lightly. Sexist. Right here, everybody. Sexist. Wait a minute. I thought, okay, it was just the fog moving. I was like, wait, what is that? I don't know that halo behind this guy.
Well, I mean, don't take them lightly for the big sake. Individually, they're not a threat. But if there was some kind of war, a big war, men on one side and the feminist forces on the other, it would get pretty ugly.
What, would we throw our recliners at them and our big screen TVs going eat football, as well as throwing footballs at them and other said sports goods? Just thinking about that makes me laugh and chuckle.
And that day will come when the feminists come out of their central top secret worldwide feminist headquarters and say, "It's on now, motherfuckers."
Really? You have to say that? You're being ridiculous. There's no worldwide feminist headquarters building. Where would they even hide that? I mean, it'd have to be massive. You couldn't hide that on Earth. Someone would notice a big fortress with a women only in it.
Who said it was on Earth?
I turn away from Kenji and start practicing frowning faces in the mirror so that I can figure out what kind of frown will best express my emotions. He can't see me from the distance anyway. Which unfortunately means he keeps on ranting without any regard to sense or sensibility.
Yeah, there's a war going on. A war not many know about. But it's a great one that will one day boil over and encompass all the known world. Then we'll have to pick sides. We'll have to make a stand, and in fact, it's happening right now. Imagine it. The bloody battlefield of vicious conflict without end. I almost gave up when I thought this cause was silly. When I grew tired of the bleakness of our fight, when I mistook the time the power went out for feminist raid, I thought the end was near. But then I realized that if I give up, it would all be over. And I was like, whoa, I knew I had to get serious. Because I'm the last sane man in this insane world.
Okay, that voice is causing me a lot of mucus. Yeah. Plugging your nose while talking is really hard. Doing this all for your frickin' entertainment. Be happy. Laugh, damn you. Because I hate doing this scene a lot. And I'm probably going to be skipping this scene for the next few playthroughs I do of this.
Because I'm the last sane man in this insane world. It's about duty.
Must be a pretty crappy movement if all of it hinges on one naked guy ranting in the bathroom at another naked. He's got a point.
Can I have the money?
He's blocking the way out and is getting cold because I'm still naked. I want to go to class, so I agree to spot him the money.
Awesome, thanks, dude. We should go bowling later.
What, on my tab? Bowling?
Yeah, it's the ultimate sport. There are almost no women bowlers either, making it also the manliest sport.
Apparently, you forgot about the American football.
I wear my pink bowling shirt with matching shoes with a pastel green with flower accents.
Okay. Why? There are bowling clothes?
Maybe
Anyway, you better pay me back.
I can pay you back in stuff, right?
I don't have time to ask him to elaborate on what that means. I don't know. I have to get to class. You're kind of in the way.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I don't want to hold you up. I have stuff to do myself. Not myself.
And for what?
I just like saying that. Okay, now the time is really come.
For what?
I have to use the bathroom. Get out!
I was just going to. What does that mean? It's a big bathroom.
So, I have to be alone, or I can't go. The pressure.
Okay, what if someone else comes in?
I'll think of something.
I give him my practiced frown, and it's kind of silly reflected in his glasses. He either doesn't notice or doesn't see. Anyway, so I get dressed and run back to my room, feeling as though an eternity has passed since I woke up. Yeah, dude, I know the feeling. That is time I will never get back. I'll get him for this somehow. Right now, I have to get to class. I'm the first person in the class today. Although, I think I'm a little too early. Then again, sitting alone for 20 minutes sure beats having to suffer that time with Kenji. Yeah, no shit. I don't want to deal with that blind bastard anyway. Combination of fatigue, frustration, and boredom starts making me feel very tired. I black out for a second, waking up and my head hits the surface of my desk. Rubbing my forehead, I realize this is a good reason as any to stay up for now and stop coming to class so early later. Eventually I hear tapping noises outside in the hall, and Lily's tall figure appears in the doorway. She's not in this class, so she must have some other business. Maybe she's looking for Hanukkah. Lily stops at the door, looking hesitantly, as if she was a vampire who can't come in unless invited. I consider doing so because she looks rather lonesome standing there. She steps in on her own accord, though. After straightening her skirt and her shirt collar, as if it was of importance, looked prim when entering her classroom. Excuse me. She calls into the quiet classroom, all probing, with prodding, delicate voice. I realize the silence might unnerve her because of her blindness, so I break it. Good morning, Lily. Hey, Sal. Good morning. I didn't hear you come in. I wonder if she thinks it's suspicious I didn't say anything to her before. It's likely if I were to tell a too big lie now, it would sink me. Yeah, the USS Hickchan. The USS Hickchan, everybody, is gonna go down. The iceberg known as his stupidity / Lily might come and wreck his shit. Well, I was already here, just asleep until now. Oh, have you seen Hanako today by any chance? No, she seems to come in only just before the bell rings, or after that. You want me to tell her something for you? No, it's fine. It's strange, but I think we're the only two people in the school right now. I didn't hear anyone else on my way here. I shouldn't have gotten up so early today, I guess. You're chastising yourself for doing something that other people should. Punctuality is a good thing, I think. Good thing. I think so, anyway. It's a very busy morning today. The festival's coming soon. And today is the deadline for the event registry, budget reports, and other official paperwork. It could be that everyone is trying to complete the necessary forms at the last minute. Maybe that's why it's so quiet. Oh, so much for that quiet, huh? Hi. You Misha pops into the room with Shizune, as if on cue, shouting with a loudness that makes Lily visibly flinch. Yeah, that I would flinch too at that. Oh, I would have jumped out of my freaking seat and went, what the hell? Anyway, hi, Ikchan. It's funny. Hi. Absolutely nothing is said. Look, it's the class representative. Hello. Lily smiles, probably amused by Misha or Shizune's use of the word look. Good morning. Smartass expression. Of course you're not the representative of this class, right? I am not. Lily seems a little bit more guarded in her answers to Shizune than she was with me the other day. I guess they don't really get along at all. Then I realized that Lily might actually not know Shizune is present, and she's trying to detect whether or not she is. She is, to know who she is talking to. Well, she knows she's talking to Misha, but knowing that she and Shizune are practically inseparable, she might expect Shizune being the only one that talks. Damn, complicated. I decided to help Lily out for my own peace of mind more than anything else. You're early here, Shizune. You are even earlier here than us. Misha puffs out her cheeks angrily. Why is she getting angry? Does she feel emotions on Shizune's behalf too? No, it's on my mouse. It's not that weird though. Shizune didn't like my little comment. It's true. I was here earlier than them, so making me say something like that could definitely be misinterpreted as anything. Hey guys, it's been 52 minutes. I'm just gonna go ahead and end the recording here. I'm not sure I don't know how to trim a video, so that part with Kenji's gonna have to stick. But hey, at least that joke I made earlier will stay too. You don't know which joke, but you'll find out. But you'll figure it out, if anything. Anyway, thank you all for watching. As said before, if you liked the video, please comment, subscribe, like it if you did. Check out Tier of Grace and Tomato Gaming. They're great. They're great at their jokes and good at visual humor too. You'll find out what I mean when you see the videos. Anyway, I'm Winter Knight. This has been Katawa Shoujo, and I am signing off. Signing off. Dang it, this freaking keyboard.